Thunder Bay Transit continues to deal with a significant driver shortage that forced the cancellation of nearly 24 bus runs earlier this week. Transit officials and the transit union say it's been very difficult recruiting new drivers and getting them trained in time to address the summertime staffing issues. Jonathan Wilson reports.
It's been another stressful week for city transit drivers and passengers alike, as the numerous bus run cancellations that occurred last summer and again this June made an unfortunate comeback this week. 9 bus runs on 4 different routes were canceled on Monday, and another 11 bus runs on 7 different routes had to be canceled on Tuesday. Transit manager Brad Loroff says their staffing shortages continue to be an issue.
The problem is really amplified when we are in our summer vacation season. So that's where we're seeing some more recurring impacts where that we do have some service level impacts. And it all comes down primarily to the availability of staffing.
Buses are being pulled, routes aren't being covered.
Transit Union President Fred Caputo says they need at least another 20 bus drivers, and they also need to replace several mechanics who have left for higher paying jobs elsewhere. Loroff says they're looking for another 4 full-time and 13 part-time drivers to cover off summer holidays and illnesses. Caputo says it's not an easy sell.
A lot of them are deciding to retire early due to the stress of the job. We are also finding that the hiring process isn't going very well. The job is really stressful and people aren't knocking down the door to become operators.
We're being as creative and forward-thinking as possible with recruitment efforts to reach out to folks. Communicate the transit is an attractive place to work.
Caputo says another issue is the long wait times for new drivers to get licensed at the local drive test center, which has seen major backlogs during and after the pandemic.
Once you do get hired, it's a long process to go through drive test. Through the training process, it's a good couple months before a newly hired operator is on their own. So there's a long delay in that. We've had many issues with drive test where operators are having to retest. So it's a real trickle effect.
Loroff says they're in a constant state of recruiting, but have only managed to hire about 2 new drivers per month over the past little while. However, he's confident they'll find enough new people over the next 9 months to prevent bus cancellations from happening again in the summer of 2024.
We feel we're moving in the right direction to reach back to a full complement, which will stabilize all of the service levels.
Jonathan Wilson, TBT News.